Hello, welcome back to Paraprofessional Lounge. I am Andy, your host. It is a beautiful day outside right now, so we are here, and my dog Tilly, I don't know if you can see her somewhere. Well, she was back there, but I am talking to you today about, I get this question a lot. Is being a paraprofessional a hard job? And here is the answer. Being a paraprofessional is not necessarily a hard job. You don't need a bachelor's degree to be a paraprofessional. It's not hard in the sense where you need a bunch of certifications or education. But what makes it hard, to be honest, is one, not being fully prepared, or at least prepared enough to go into a school and have that general idea of what you're going to be doing. That can make it more difficult. The other piece that makes it difficult is not knowing how to communicate and get the support that you need throughout your time, because it's not an easy job, right? If that's a different question, is being a paraprofessional a hard job? Not in the typical hard way, no, but it's not an easy job either, because you are dealing with students that need your support, and they may have different types of disabilities, learning and otherwise. They may have physical needs, they have emotional needs, behavioral needs. So that's what makes it more difficult, is because you're not being prepared with that wealth of skills going into a certain setting. For example, when I was a paraprofessional, it wasn't that the job description was hard. What was hard for me was when I didn't know who I would be working with. So I was bounced around quite a bit. I would go from grade to grade, and I would cover for different paraprofessionals as well. And so what I found to be most difficult was that I wasn't prepared. No one sat me down and said, here's the student you'll be working with, here's the criteria, here's the type of specific needs they have, here's what works best for them. I took an abundance amount of notes when I was a para, and especially subbing for other paras, because I wanted to be able to relate to their para who they normally work with, what was going on, what I observed, in case that para happened to be out and another sub would come in. So I think part of the job that makes it really hard and overwhelming is the level of stress that you're under, the quickness you need to have in adapting to certain environments, and also because you're not prepared on a level of to have confidence. Like I view confidence as a skill that we build, not something that we generally just have. And how we build that skill is by A, preparation, right? So you're going to hear me talking a lot about preparation, and B, practice. So if we're prepared for something, like for example, if you were to take your license test, but the only thing on the practice test, or if you were to go get your license and take a test, like a driving test, but the only thing that they taught you was math equations, what does that have anything to do with driving, right? You need to get into the car. You need to work through all of the things. That's why they do, like TDA does driving lessons, where they actually are on the road with students. So they're in the environment that they're going to be in when they take that test. They're going to be in a vehicle. They're going to see the kind of challenges that they may face. They're going to practice the things that they need to pass the driving test. Well, when you take a paraprofessional test, you are being tested on academic stuff, most likely. ELA, math, history, your facts, things like that. It's not really life skills. It's not really behavioral management. It's not really empowerment tools. It's not coping mechanisms. It's not trauma informed. So, and again, I can't speak for all districts. I'm speaking for just my experience and what I hear from other paraprofessionals. So Why this channel is so important is because you're not just going to come here and get your run-of-the-mill cookie cutter information. We're going to go deeper with each topic. For the first workshop that I'm doing, it's going to be on strategies for behavioral management in the classroom. We're going to talk about trauma-informed strategies that you can use to support students that have behavioral issues. Now, will it work for everyone? No. Does it take practice? Sure. Do you have to use trial and error? Most likely. But still, in order for you to feel confident and empowered, again, another word I'm going to use a lot in here, is to be prepared, number one, and to practice, number two. So with those two things being our set points, I hope that you can gain value from that, because just in preparation alone, you are going to feel more confident. I promise you that. So I want you to go into 2024-25 school year with a lot more confidence, because you'll be prepared and you will practice. I love you, and I'll see you soon.